this was an enjoyable chapter of Boku no Hero, where, although I still haven't got my answer, has everybody of Yuhei passed? Although they did say they haven't gotten they haven't lost them yet. Although it seems that it's more to this manner. Either way, hi for those who are watching. It's me, the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer. And well, it turns out that this guy who's creating these weird fingers, like, it's apparently because he can rip off his flesh. It is his quirk. His name is Shishukura Seiji, processed meat. And let me just say, this guy is not hero material. I mean, I don't even know how to describe him, although I know it's pretty well. His quirk works like he can separate pieces of him meats and then meld them together into other people. He sees this Sam as a show of force by ripping out those unwanted leaves. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, I know definitely his personality, the kind of jerks that think they are above society and think they are a righteous system, those who believe in law and only wants to take out of the one. The way he even says that All Might is retired and will reach the turning point of this era seems to hint that he considers us even above All Might. And well, the only one who's left from this is Denki, and let me tell you, I've been fascinated with Denki for a while now, because I consider that guy has most moment to be improved in the class, and his voice in the anime was right too. So then, and of course, Denki is the kind of guy who's a little bit of a pessimist, but that's because he also considers himself a realist. He wants to do more, but feels like he has limits, so he agrees a little bit what this flesh guy says. But at the same time, Denki is a guy who cares for his friends. So although CG, the flesh guy, is keep on saying that selecting the cream of the shop and take opportunity of hero to a higher dimension, Denki only says that your talking is effective, but it's not against me. So he throws a grenade that is actually one of Bakuga's devices, and earlier he threw a disc, and then he uses a new move, a connector disc that allows him to shock long distance. It's something that Haruma created, a pointer and a shooter. Something like the pointer sticks persistent to the target point. If your distance is within 10 kilometers, the electricity you release will convert towards the particular point, in case multiple points are set up. So in other words, developing a way to attack without hurting others, because after all, he is a human stun gun, but he gets paralyzed easily. And here he actually mentions something. I still don't like Bakuga, and Denki definitely do not like Bakuga. But he also makes something point that maybe Bakuga is changing in his own way. He's admitting that Bakuga is an asshole and an potty mouth, but is also someone who is most serious about heroes. And the fact that he gave him the grenade proves that he was betting his hopes on him. And he was also attacking because Kirishima is a friend of him. He's a good guy on the point of being stupid, so he dislikes him to be dissing his friends. But unfortunately for Seiju, attacking by Denki made his lose up his flesh parts. So Kirishima and Bakuga gives him a beating of a lifetime. And the other fleshes are released, and it turns out it's none of the allied forces. But now they have someone to hurt. Elsewhere, Deku, Seru, and Ushaku are used in the combined moves. By creating weightless rocks and then Seru tapes them and then put them down on the ground, they are locking people to stay down. Therefore, by doing that, they can then put their balls. And even though they beg for it, Deku knows he cannot stop here. So 29 examiners has passed, and it's not exactly clear on who have passed, but we see some pictures of them all. Turns out some of them have passed. Tsuyu, Mumu, damn, I forgot the armed guy, and of course the sound girl. The fact that these girls have no, not girls, there was a guy also, but the fact that these people have passed almost makes me a little bit worried. Is that to show that they do not appreciate combination or something else? I mean, Suyu passed, that's not surprising. But we also see some other one. Idea has teamed up with the Vane guy. Elsewhere, Tailman and Pinky is also teaming up with Mineta. Oh, and yeah, Mineta has the eyebrows. He's also paying a tribute to the long since manga. Elsewhere, Tsutoyomi, Anima, and Sugarman is also teaming up. They seem to be the only one left, but they have not lost yet. But I'm still not exactly sure though. Does that mean they win? Although the next exam is up, but whatever that exam is seems to hint it's gonna be troublesome. As old timers and children appears. It's the second exam. So what is this? Is this civilians and they're gonna save them, or is there gonna be something else? Oh well, these children has blank eyes and it scares me. But these old timers, well, they look disgusting too. So whatever awaits, no idea. All in all, full of action, great Denki improvement. He was not running away a single bit. And we saw once again that Sataku High has some wildly different moral standing. Again, I cannot explain Seiju's and or the flesh guys and moral. It's clear that's a messed up moral, but I think it's some kind of moral that he looks down on people who consider themselves arrogant, but which is not uncommon. I mean, I do that, but at the same time, he don't think that he is higher, or maybe he does think he's higher, and then he's higher than even those who consider themselves higher. So all in all, it's just a huge arrogance of ignorance, maybe. Who knows? But will all the students of UA pass? Who knows? Give me your thoughts if you have any.